Can you tell us, give a summary of why we are here?
I've thanked patriotic Nigerians that came out this morning in a peaceful protest to be able to tell our National Assembly members that our vote must count. We want giants of Africa to be true giants, not giants in doing the wrong thing, but giants in doing the right thing. And that must start that we are a democratic nation, and if that is what we are, our electoral process must be transparent, our electoral process must be free and fair. I've said it several times. If you want to answer His Excellency, if you want to answer distinguished, if you want to answer honorable, the process through which you come into office must be honorable, it must be distinguished, and it must be excellent. And that process starts by, first, your qualification, which is stipulated in the law. You must show the primary school you went to, the secondary school, the university. That's where it starts. So you're qualified to even contest that election. You go through all the processes of campaigning, through where we're going to have normal campaign, debates, everything, because you're offering yourself to the people. And finally, on that election day, the result must be transmitted from the polling booth
To the IRF.
to the RF, where the collation, where everybody will be seeing it. That's in real time. That's what happened in South Africa. That was happened in Ghana. That's what happened on other African countries. The giant of Africa should be giant now. Not giant in doing the wrong thing. We want it to be a true giant.
Okay, sir, but it's like they didn't allow you to enter.
Yes, the police said we cannot enter. As law-abiding citizens, we are not part of rascality. We decided to obey that law, but we have conveyed our message to those who are supposed to know. And that message is clear. Let's have transparent election process. We're not asking for anything. It's something simple. It's for their own future, for the future of their own children. Today they are senators, the honorables, some people are in power, but we are talking about what will endure for the future of the country. We need this country, we need the unity, we need the peace.
What is the implication of this action of the Senate on 2027 election?
You have seen the implication in 2023 election. We want to end glitch.
Yes.
No more glitch.
Now that we've been denied access into the National Assembly, what next step are we going to take?
We've conveyed our message. Our message is now known to them. Message is known to everybody. That's what you're carrying now. And we follow it up.
So why do you think the president said that there will no mandatory transmission of results? Why do you think this is because they want to rig the election or?
I said you've seen the consequence in 2023. We don't want that repeat.
Your Excellency, sir, the Senate President is saying that social media and every other person are lying against him.
We're still here. Get my voice as much as possible. You will get my voice. I'm here. I'm not leaving. You get my voice. You will get. Continue.
Our vote
Must count.
Our vote
Must count. Must count. Must count. Must count. Must count. It's okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, now. Okay.
Hello, can you call that gentleman, please?
Good afternoon, sir.
You can't stay. I want to speak now.
Oh, yeah.
Greatest Nigerian people! Greatest Nigerian people! Of the greatest Nigerian people! We are citizens, we are not slaves. We are citizens. Nigerians, we are not slaves. And we're here today making demands, Nigerians from all walks of life. And we're saying that indeed we want electronic transmission of results. And I'm speaking today, and I'm saying, we do not want a situation where senators are coming out and making press conferences. Neither do we want a situation where they are coming out and doing media rounds or Twitter spaces. And here, I'm saying to you, they have the constitutional power and authority to indeed ensure that there's real-time electronic transmission of results. That is all Nigerians are asking for. The Senate President is saying that there are places where there are no network. If they don't have, which is a shame, by the way, Nigerians will provide that network. If INEC can register everywhere, they can also provide those networks. And we're saying indeed that the voices of the people should be heard.
Thank you.
Great Nigeria of the greatest and super greatest Nigerian people. Great Gbogbo, great Gbagba, great Gbi. I want to talk, I want to say, I want to speak, I want to. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, in the history of the Nigerian people, we've seen people coming out, but this coming out is the one of the most greatest coming out because His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi is here with us.
The president of the people.
And the reason why His Excellency is here is to show you the capacity of energy. He was in Enugu, he was in Asaba, he was also in Delta State. Yesterday he was in Kano. Today is he here to solidarize with you. Tell me, how many of the presidential candidates has come out to come and support you in this regard? Two, the issue is about the lives and properties of Nigerian people. They have held us in perpetual poverty for too long. The only thing that we hold on to ourselves is having a credible election. It's credible election that will give us credible leaders. We are saying that we must have credible election, and that means transmission of result from the polling unit directly to the RF. Where they used to manipulate with is this at the collation center. We say no to collation center. We say direct transmission of result. We say we must have credible election in Nigeria. No transmission of result in election, no election. Election must be done credibly. We must have credible leaders in Nigeria. Great Nigerian people! The people stand as spoken.
Back here tomorrow morning. Hold on. Dr. Tanko, the issue is not that no credible election and no credible, what did you say? No transmission. No, there has to be transmission. It's sacrosanct. Let me tell you something. The fact is that the National Assembly has the power to pass it and they must pass it. The same way they did their two-third when it came to rivers, they must do that same two-third.
That is why we are insisting.
So we are not saying no, there will be election, there will be a mandatory electronic transmission of results.
We must
listen to the people because the people are the ones who employ them to be in the National Assembly. That's what it's
Okay.
Well, on behalf of other civil society coalitions, the Lawyers in Defense of Democracy are here.
Without free and fair elections, there is no democracy. The current administration supported the June 12th movement. It was about free and fair elections. Do we have Democrats who are afraid of peaceful elections in Nigeria? Nigerians, if this... Are you okay? If your votes do not count, we are not moving forward. 2027, our vote must, but the most important thing is whether they pass it or not. We must mobilize against 2027. Tomorrow, National Assembly is reconvening and they will meet us here until the right thing is done. We thank you, our leaders who came to show solidarity with us, and we say, Aluta continua.
Thank you. On behalf of other coalitions of civil society that are here, I represent Lawyers in Defense of Democracy. My name is Barrister Kere Kingdom. We were here on Friday. We are here again today. We will be here tomorrow. We are saying simple, leveraging on what our leader, the president of the masses have said, Mr. Tinubu. We are saying no to wrongful exercise of description. We are saying that in this electoral act 2026, there must be a compulsory provision that election result must be transmitted from the very polling booth to online, real time, so that they can view it from IREV. We are saying no wrongful exercise of description. The description that Yakub Mahmoud exercised when he leveraged on the current electoral act, how did he exercise it? Objection was raised at the International Conference Center. He ignored his own regulation. The regulation said if an objection is raised, you will suspend everything and resolve it. When objection was raised, he ignored it and continued and delivered a wrong result, a fraudulent result. So we are saying no wrongful exercise of description. The Senate must know that Nigerians are saying no and will resist wrongful exercise of description. The issue of whether election should be transmitted to the IREV must not be left at the description of the INEC chairman. That is the message. It must not be left at the description of INEC chairman. Let us Nigerian people. Let us Nigerian people. No more glitches. No more glitches. No more glitches. That's our message. Are you okay? Thank you so much.
No, I'm not getting you.
No, oh, you came late. Other people will give it to you. He will give it to you. He will give it to you. All we said is very simple. Election must be transmitted from the polling booth to the RF, where everybody will see it. Election must take its process from the beginning of qualification to the campaigns, to the debates. Everything must be done in manner that we will show we are exemplary as giants of Africa. This giant must now rise and be giants. We cannot continue to be giants in doing the wrong thing. We want to be giants in doing the right thing now. You know, we must dismantle our criminality and show that we are now a nation that will show light to Africa. Thank you.
They go